Hey everyone, the Game Pete's here. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over a competitive analysis for a brand new Temtem introduced in the Cipanku Island update, Zaobian. Zaobian is the evolution of Ori, evolving after being leveled up 35 times, and Zaobian is a very interesting Temtem. So let's get right into what it's all about. Taking a look at Zaobian's stats overall, it does have very nice stamina and attack. It doesn't really have to worry about stamina at all, especially even after the stamina rework and changes to how that has been adjusted in the Cipanku Island update. You can take advantage of that 84 attack stat and really pump out some significant damage with its move pool. The thing that really hinders Zaobian though is its speed and defenses. Of course, its defenses, special defense of course, is really hard because a lot of water attacks are going to be special based and electric attacks are water based for the most part as well. But Zaobian is definitely a heavy hitter despite this and can be utilized very effectively thanks to its large move pool and traits. Now, Attack T is a trait that changes the second type of Zaobian to the type of the technique used. So for example, if you were to use a move like Heat Up on turn 1, you can turn into a fire type in addition to being a digital type. It will take on whatever that secondary aspect is, but you'll still always retain that digital aspect. If you do use a digital move though, you will only revert back to that single digital type. Now this is also very good because it gives you stab in addition to changing the type, so you're going to be able to get an extra 50% damage bonus on any sort of attack that you use when you are changing into your Attack T form. Zaobian also has that additional effect of changing colors whenever you change into a different type, so that's kind of cool too. The second trait that Zaobian has is Voltaic Charge. Now this is a trait that when attacked with a single target technique, the attacker gets 10% knockback damage. So overall, I would say that Attack T is going to be the one that you're going to want to go for here. Voltaic Charge is interesting, but I don't think Zaobian's really that tanky enough to be able to pump out significant damage with that Voltaic Charge. So definitely I would recommend going Attack T if you're going to be running Zaobian. Next up, let's go over some notable moves in Zaobian's incredibly large move pool. Zaobian has one of, if not the most diverse move pool to date when it comes to different types and taking advantage of those. It gets access to things like Heat Up turn 1, which it can turn into a fire type and also get 2 attack stage increases right away from the get-go. It also has access to things like Electro Punch, which is a 110 base damage 0 hold move, which gets synergy with digital types to increase its speed. It will take advantage of that because of Zaobian's lower speed. You're going to want to maybe utilize that to get the drop on some slower Temtem. It also gets access to a brand new technique called Purgation, which increases the attack of a target by 1 stage and removes Doom from it. So you can use this as kind of an attack creasing bot if you want to do that, but the real star of where Zaobian shines is in the egg moves it gets. Zaobian gets access to 4 different egg moves that are all very effective. The first one being Crystal Bite, which is actually an ETC. You're going to be able to only put Zaobian's Crystal Bite on it with an ETC. ETCs are found from various activities in the game. Very rare, it makes Zaobian very hard and expensive to buy. But as for moves that you can actually breed onto Zaobian, you have Frond Whip, Telekinetic Shrapnel, and Wastewater. All of these moves are very effective and are going to be able to take advantage of that Attack T trait and be able to change into a secondary type in order to resist an attack coming from the opposing team, or you can get the drop on an enemy with some stab damage with these attacks. All of this coverage and a lot of options from Zaobian makes it a very versatile Temtem. The only thing that really holds it back, I would say, is its speed and its defenses, like we mentioned before. Really, you're going to have to watch out for a lot of water temps. Oshara is going to be a major threat to it, as well as things like Ukama, and even Koish is going to be a threat to it. You're going to have to keep an eye out for that, and you're also going to have to play around Zaobian's slow speed. An option that you do have to bring along is something like Azuma that has an ability called Fast Charge, which will increase a digital speed by 2 stages upon sending it out. So if you want to go that route and plan around the speed stat boost, you can do that, but otherwise you're going to have to play around the speed and utilize all of its moves to great effectiveness when it comes to resisting and getting the drop on opponents. But I definitely can recommend Zaobian for your team for sure. It's very versatile. Attack T is a lot of fun to play with, and getting something like a Heat Up off into a Electro Punch or a Turbo Attack just feels really strong, and even just using something like Purgation is really awesome to use on some physical attackers that don't necessarily have a natural attack buff. But let me know what you guys think of Zaobian in the comments down below if you guys are using one or if you guys have gotten your hands on one yet. We're going to have some competitive battles coming up soon as well as more guides, so be sure to subscribe for more Temtem content. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.